their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. And here they go as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down.
How to get that first down?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now Brady. forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That's wild.
By the rookie Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro.
Keep the feet in. Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Winston. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes in that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They run. It's
Let's
Kamara.
go.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Brady will try again on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled him for just a short gain.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Fournette, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Winston now to throw on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
That's it. I can't. The boys ain't getting open.
Adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the 2nd half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Playing conservative.
Okay, Coach. Yeah,
playing conservative. Saints got a good defense.
Role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. 7 now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
I really can't see that shit at all.
And the drive will begin at the 25.
And it should been like that all game. Like, they only got to get their shit up a little bit so that shit will disappear.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd
Bill
half?
got terrible Wi-Fi.
The running game going a little bit more because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Oh, I can't see that shit, bro.
And he slips up past the 45
Damn.
before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything.
Can't see that shit.
His man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a
I'll
first
eat it.
down.
On play action, Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
To throw again on second down, Winston.
No, that's my pick six.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Winston.
Oh my God, bro.
Keep the feet in. Yes, he got them both.
That shit really greasing me. I can't see that shit.
Good enough for a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs.
God damn, I really can't see that shit.
This one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Play action now, Winston.
Oh yeah, that's it, yeah.
This one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Winston now. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Lutz puts this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the
So, fellas, let's go ahead. We're back in the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Nah, he booted that bitch. Shut up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. And that's going to be
right, hold on to that, Chris.
Tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this one incomplete.
That nigga tiring making plays in that bitch. Tell you that.
And that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now it's
damn, that might go out of bounds.
After the touchdown to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Bulldozes past him and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Is he trying to run a clock out?
Not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to score a touchdown here.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And
we cannot get beat on a fucking comeback when we're in cover 2.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Yeah, let's go second. Come on.
On first, here's Washington looking for a
comeback. We hold him to a field goal. We good.
He's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston.
Oh, my God.
Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season.
Oh, goodness.
And the Saints add on to their lead.
Yeah, that motherfucker scored.
It's good.
It's 3 and 3.
17-7.
Hey, having a good game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
We gotta score. We just gotta go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Brady now on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
What is that like? They can't block this man.
Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Tristan Wirfs. That ain't even Tristan Wirfs. Yeah.
2nd and 21.
He's not playing. He's not bullshitting.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Yes, Chris. Yeah, Chris.
Touchdown.
Needed a quick touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
Put that pressure on.
2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Buccaneers 14. Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And we
big time players, man.
Back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive. As they
Oh
start
my
out
goodness
1st and
gracious,
10.
this
And
thing
he's
keep running the
taken down,
fucking
but able to
ball.
slip across the 35. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. On 1st and 10, Winston. This
Oh my
nearly an
God!
interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there.
Oh, that is out of
Really
pig.
in the throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And look at this.
Ain't no fucking upset of the year, fuck nigga.
It's intercepted.
Ain't no fucking upset of the year, fuck nigga.
Return across midfield.
Go for that shit, man.
36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
Don't worry about what we gotta do. They know that shit gonna get done.
Lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And Fournette with a 1st down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 39, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 29, Brady. He'll check this one out to Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Upfield on him.
On play action, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's the game right here, fellas.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to have
I'm kicking no fucking field goals.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Yes, sir.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Brady. He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Shut the fuck up, Dingo.
Saints 17.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Somebody deleted a message. Somebody in EMB. The Broncos probably telling the Commanders to run it.
Get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And here's Kamara on the read option. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joe Tryon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Yeah, that's his first sack.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Winston to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
How did he catch that? That was a perfect throw.
All the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
I know this play.
Winston. Over the
Have a game.
into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he just does get the spike. 1 second remaining. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game.
Nigga, we don't fucking lose.
10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run up a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Bucs, they continue.
He had to run the lows or some shit.
8-0 now on the campaign, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
I'm tough.
For New Orleans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.
Barely.
And they'll be at home for one next week.
You won. You won the Super Bowl. You did not play me in the Super Bowl. That's because I had the Texans. Bro, you don't want to play me in 2K, bro. You're really not safe in that game. You liable to lose at any second. All you can do is the pick and roll. Without you doing that pick and roll, you're in fucking shit. Yeah. I got your fucking heart. I got you. I got your fucking heart. I got your fucking heart. I got your heart. You fear me. How does it feel to be a hooper and you fear a man in the sport you play? Like, not too many niggas coming back like that, man. Staring adversity in the fucking face. Staring adversity in the fucking face. And smiling. Yeah. Chris Godwin, post route. 6. That was who? Then I got down, get him. Damn. Out route touchdown, win the game, man. Not too many niggas got down doing that shit, bro. I really beat niggas fucking ass 8-0. Let's go. You talking about like how I knock your head off in motherfucking EMB week 1, nigga? Is that what the fuck you talking about? When I beat piss down your motherfucking leg? I beat piss down your motherfucking leg. You had the Cardinals, nigga. Yes, you did. No, I did not. No, I did not. No. Nah. Nah, well,